Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to share with you 3 recipes in total. One for a Chipotle honey chicken, one for like an avocado corn salsa, and then another for a pickle recipe to make your own pickles. So I really hope you'll stick around to see how those are done and see if these might be great fits for your family. They are all quick, simple, family-friendly weeknight meals. So let's check them out together. Okay, so for this next marinade, we are going to be putting together Chipotle honey chicken bowls. So this is another one that will be done on the grill. So it's a marinade. So we're going to go ahead and prepare it and get it marinated, and then we will cook it up later this week. But I just wanted to show you everything that's going to go into it. So we've got garlic, cumin, chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, olive oil, lime juice, salt, pepper, and honey for this one. So this is one we have had before, and we really enjoy it. So it's done on the grill, so it gets a nice, good, like crispy charred flavor as well. And you do it as a rice bowl. So you put it over rice and you put a bunch of different toppings. But later in this video, I'll show you the rest of those steps and some sides that you can pair it with that work really well. But let's go ahead and throw this together and I'll show you how it's done. Alright guys, so I just wanted to hop on here and hang out with you as we go through and do these recipes. I just wanted to call out on this recipe that I know it could maybe look a little bit intimidating on the spice factor, but I have to say I was concerned about that myself the first time we made this dish, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that it really was not super spicy. And you do have some control over that with depending upon how much of like that chipotle, like adobo chipotle sauce you put in there and stuff, but it's really not that bad. The honey really levels it out. And I have to say, this was probably our favorite recipe that we made this week. And we actually made 3 recipes this particular week, all of which were chicken and all of which were on the grill. This was our favorite. It was so stinking good. I don't know what it was because we've made it before. I don't know if we were all just super hungry, but even my son gobbled this up quicker than I did that particular night. And I don't know about you, but when you come across a recipe that your child is gonna eat that well, you know it's good and you save it for another day. So absolutely a must try. I would recommend this for sure. It's something that I think we're going to put more into our rotation. Here are the ingredients for part of the Chipotle honey chicken that we're going to do on the grill tonight. So this is kind of like a jalapeno corn salsa type of thing, but it needs cilantro, lime juice, a jalapeno, avocado, salt, pepper, cumin, and corn. It does say that you can use frozen corn or fresh corn. We opted for the frozen. I just figured it'd be a bit quicker, so let's get started. So with this recipe, I had just told you that it was one of our favorites. We have made this before, I would say at least 2 or 3 other times, but I've never actually made it with this like little salsa that you're supposed to make with it. And it is actually in the same link with the recipe for the Chipotle honey chicken. We hadn't actually made this before. I was hesitant to make it because again, I wasn't sure about the spice factor, but I dove in and we did it this time. And I'll tell you something, it is something I'm probably going to utilize in future recipes with doing like tacos or really anything with that, like, you know, Taco Tuesday vibe. Really good, absolutely delicious. Again, son loved it, I loved it, my husband loved it. So I do recommend doing this. And you can, of course, control the spice factor on this by utilizing the seeds or not. The recipe does tell you to take it out. So we took them out, and honestly, it did not have a big kick to it. And don't make fun of my chopping skills on this jalapeno. We don't really ever just cut up whole jalapenos. I had no idea what I was doing, which is why I pulled out a spoon of all things to, you know, take out the core there. But yeah, so anyway, it was delicious and can be utilized for other dishes as well. Definitely not just this one. So yeah, I just had to put that in there because I do feel like this could be a versatile thing. Even with like chips would be great. Absolutely very good. Quick shot of the chicken on the grill looking delicious. The finished product of the Chipotle honey chicken with the corn salsa. So we put it on a bed of rice, added the corn salsa, and then put a little bit of fresh cilantro on top and a little bit of cheese. And I'm sure you could also top this with some other dressings too if you have something that you really like. But overall, it is finished. It is a great meal, and it is family friendly, and it is not too difficult to put together during the week. I hope you give this one a try. So we are actually going to be canning, or pickling I should say, some of our cucumbers from the garden. We have gotten an astronomical amount of cucumbers out of our garden. We've given some away. We've been eating them every day. So we're going to use some of these smaller guys here. We picked them just a little bit before they got too big, and we are going to pickle them. So my husband's going to do the bulk of this, but I am going to chop up the little cucumbers for him into pieces. But it does require dill, red pepper flakes, mustard seed, fresh garlic, black peppercorn, apple cider vinegar, canning and pickling salt, and sugar. So we will go ahead and get started, but I did want to show you something. We'll come on over to our fridge because we did actually already pickle some right here. So, and we tried some yesterday and they were actually really good. So I think he's gonna do a different recipe for this, but overall, I'm excited to share this with you. It's not something we've done in the past, so it'll be quite interesting to see how it turns out. But stick around to find out how we put it together. I have a really fun story to share with you guys about this whole pickling process. So this was an evening after we had had dinner and already prepped a lot of food, and I don't know if that played into the whole situation, but we did all of this, got everything cooked, and as you can see, got it put together, and we put it into the fridge before we went to bed that night. And, you know, when we woke up the next morning, my husband was like, hey, maybe you can take a look at that footage from the pickles we made last night, because I think I may have forgotten the salt. So I definitely went back through, and yeah, neither one of us caught the fact that we did not put salt in the, thing we were putting together there. So I don't know about you, but I really feel like pickles need salt. And yeah, so it was funny because both of us were kind of doing this together. I was behind the camera on this one and watching him do it. Neither one of us noticed. So needless to say, don't be like us. Make sure you put the salt in, because all this effort, time, and ingredients, and we did try one of the pickle spears. It's not great. Sweet pickles are not great without some kind of salt to back it. So just make sure you add all the ingredients, unlike we did. So we'll have to remake this, but nonetheless, it happens. This is real life over here. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully you find that as ridiculously funny as we did. And then you also saw a little bit there. Yeah, the peppercorns spilled all over the counter. So we had to get them off the counter, and of course, you know, they're little peppercorns. They rolled all over the floor, so we also had to vacuum. So super fun time on that. But hopefully the process goes a little bit better for you guys than it did for us. But overall, we'll try it again and do it the right way, and hopefully it'll be delicious. But there's the finished product, less the salt. Much for joining us on this other round of Cook With Me's, and I really hope these are dishes that you feel like your family might like to try and would enjoy. I can assure you that our family does enjoy all of them that we've made. The only one we've not tried yet is the pickle recipe. So if you do try it, let us know how it is, and once we do try it, I will also comment below how we enjoy it. But I would absolutely love if you would like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy videos like this. So some upcoming stuff that I've got going is we are going to be making a trip up to Mayo Clinic in Rochester. That is probably going to be one of the next videos or the one after. I've got another Cook With Me coming up as well. So absolutely like and subscribe so you can get notified when those come in, and I'd love to have you. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic rest of your day.